Welcome everyone. Got our set. That's our base tower. That didn't actually work on any yesterday. But I still think it looks pretty cool. Got our part of the hemisphere or whatever. I'm not sure what to call this. Where I lubed it up really good. It is silky smooth on the gears and everything now. So it's back and forth. It's really, all that grease has really worked its way in. But now on to page 42. So going into some details again. So let's bring it on down. Get these guys a little bit out of the frame. Save us from some distractions. Maybe tone down the lights a little bit. Is that going to make any difference? Nope. Not on my display anyway. All right. Oh yeah, we'll need, it says 5 toothpicks, but I'm going to start with 2 and go as we need. Let's see here. Okay, so we start with this guy. It says to have the dot on this dot on that side. And I'm just going to nip the ends off these toothpicks just because that appears to have been working pretty good lately. Alright, and these guys just slide up through these holes. Here, dot in the right place. You on up. Just a little mild sanding action there, smooth off the tip. All right, now we put these 2 and this one in. Let's run them on down. Toothpicks. And on the slightly pointier end, last. End up with that situation. And actually I am gonna see if I can't back these out just a little bit more, get some real sanding done on that. Just to make sure it's legit smooth. Yeah, there we go. And then you take the tops off too. So, and a little more sanding. All right, nice and smooth. Alrighty. Then take this guy, and likewise we're doing, make sure the dots are on the top part. And through, I guess the middle one is the one you're not using. It looks like it's hard to tell from their perspective, but I think here. Oh yeah, and when you remove these pieces from form, they are very fragile. I'm going to, actually that one is more solid on the top, so I'm going to make it the top piece. I'm probably, yeah, you can see it split and, well, I just let it fall apart. So, I guess I'm going to polish, oh, and it's disintegrating on me. So let me stop the construction, grab some, I've lost all my scrap paper. Okay, I just used baggie. And get out the old Gorilla Glue. Get my specs out too. Make sure you get a good coating on all that. Gonna stay in place, hopefully. Yeah. This guy. Okay, they're all lined up and squishing together. It's sticking to my hands. and a rudimentary clamp here. Go on the good part. Alright, so I'm going to let that set up. I'm going to check this other one too. Okay, this one's not near as bad. So I'm going to let that set up and I'll be right back for you. Didn't realize it had broken that badly. Okay, but it gives us a chance to practice repairs. So I'll be right back. Okay, it's been just a few minutes, so let's see if that's... I'm sure the glue's not set, but it's had a chance to firm that up a little bit. Enough, yeah, where I can get it in place. I'm going to squish it together with that other one, so that's going to be... Hopefully that'll give it some rigidity. Alright, let's see here. Where was I? Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, just go through with the dot on the upper part there. That's my repaired one, so I want to make sure I put it on top so it's got something braced against. And two, and snip the end off of this one. And three. But I did notice when I took those apart that end on both of them was really not wanting to come out nicely. So if you do this set, make sure and be careful on that, removing those. Stay away from the ends. Okay, so it's bracing up against it now. And where to put my... There's something out there. The official one for this set. I think I'm just going to mush this one in and just sand it slightly where it sits. Okay. Alright. Now what am I doing? Okay. Alright, now I take this piece and follow it down onto there. Alright. Got that situation going. Now we bring this one over. And just keep on adding layers. Okay. Now take the toothpicks out. That last one. Okay. You're real careful of that end. Alright. That. I'll get my tools back in place. Concludes to page 42. So, still got most of my toothpicks left, so I'm going to set them aside because I'm sure we'll be using them. And bring in page 43 stuff. Put that in that. Let's say, oh, I get to use one of my washers, it looks like. Little baggy metal washers I wasn't sure if they were going to get to use. Let's see here. So this goes to our hemisphere. That goes on there. Single washer. And it goes on there. Okay. Then put our previously built structure top there. Okay, so that's going to be the part that catches the click click. I'm not sure how. Doesn't seem to have clearance. Let's see if that can... Okay, that's what it's going to do. It's going to move it out of the way. Something's going to knock it. Oh, y'all can't see that. That sort of situation. Alright, that's cool. Now, a second metal washer on top of that. Convince that one of these things to come out of the bag. Not dumping all of them at once. Alright, I did that. There. Now we take this guy. It goes here, here, and in the middle. Let's see, yes. So there. And there, and there. Alright, so it does have a gap there. It's supposed to have a gap there? Well, I did miss a step, but that's not. This just evidently is a spacer. Just slides in that little ring there. Okay. Nothing holding it on except the toothpick down there, and that's not supposed to be sticking out like it is, I don't think. Thought I flushed that up. I just pushed it down as I was putting in everything else. Let's see here, what can I find? I think a little toothpick nub is stuck up there, so I can put it on sideways. Get in there. Okay, now push it. Okay, alright, now everything's still lined up there. I think so. And this, I say, this is just, according to this, it just slides in there. Oh, that was supposed to go in there while I was putting that other stuff on it. That's a loose piece. Alright. And that concludes page 43. That's going to end up being, I'm not sure how that's going to work. But I'm sure there'll be something to flip it out and I can't do. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, I'm not, like I say, I don't think it's ready for prime time yet on demonstration. Anyways, my battery's making an ugly face at me, so I'm going to take a break and swap the batteries, and I'll be right back, and we'll start on page 44. Alright, going to start, looks like on the other side of our hemisphere this time. And two slightly different holes on those ends on these pieces, bigger and skinnier, and slightly different sizes on this piece too. The rest, these are the same though, I think. Yeah, those are the same. These are not. All right, let's get rolling. But they do stack right on top of each other, so that works out good. So we start off with the big guy, like this, and take the bigger one. You go right through there. And the second one, the smaller one, underneath. Getting, looks like that might end up being some kind of locking mechanism there. So it's got a hexagon. And then this one underneath that. It says, find a place to apply the pressure without breaking it. That's the trick. Or yeah, you still got to access that hexagon down in there, so that may end up being some sort of locking mechanism. Okay, you're nice and flush. Excellent. Now we take this on this end. Okay, these two with the double holes go on this side. Okay. I would have thought they would have been across from each other, but evidently not. Okay. Now I'm betting you flip them around and these go in the other ones. Okay. Alright. Cool. That went together nicely so far. Still got these left. And they just go in on the top. So we got our little studs left in the middle there, so I'm sure we'll use those in the next step. But that's all there was to page 44. I like it. Simple step. Didn't break anything. Didn't have to fix anything. What more could you ask for? Except maybe to put my mic on. I hope it was close enough for y'all to hear. Okay. But anyway, that concludes 44. Let me step over to 45. Let's see. We will use this event pretty quickly, but right now, these guys. Okay, we take, I think these are the same. Yeah, they're both 141, so basically one of them gets each. And it started with the other one, but I'm going to be a rebel and start with the smaller one. There. And here. Okay. Now we get our lube out and go around this inner housing. I'm a fan of excess lube on this one because I'm pretty sure once it gets sealed up, there's not going to be much access to it. Just slather it on generously is what my plan is. Okay, now we go, the tall one goes on the bottom. And the short one goes on the top. Spin around a couple of times trying to spread that grease out. Now that is actually a split on the ring, so these are not full circles. So that's okay. I think they've gone around both enough. Spread real well. Alright, now we take this guy and go on top of those. I can find line them up there, yeah. Alright. And now these are still, yeah, work that in. A little bit easier to work it in once it's locked in place. Okay. Wait a couple of times just to Alright. It's starting to move a little bit better now. Okay. Excellent. Okay. And that completes 45. Is there any... I'm tempted to go on to 46, but I'm going to stop there. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still 4 pages. That's a good amount for the day. Made some progress. Not as much as went on today as it did yesterday. I guess got some of this mechanism in place. I'm still not sure, you know, I'm sure this is just the tick-tock mechanism. I just don't have enough hands to. Okay, yeah, that's it. Maybe that way. Yeah, alright. But anyway, that's our progress for today. So, as always, folks, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.